Alright, moving on. Part 62. Yasuo! The most toxic champion in League. Let's go!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once more to Lore of League of Legends.
Thank you. Glad
this
to be
episode,
back.
we're going to be heading back to the island city-state of Ionia for a look at the man who has been forced to turn away from his nation in order to prove his innocence. I present to you the lore of Yasuo, the Unforgiven. Enjoy. Ionia is an island city-state located off the eastern coast of the Valoran mainland. It's a naturally beautiful place due to its ancient trees, high mountains, lively forests, and calm rivers.
Yeah,
The view is marked by numerous gardens and temples, buildings ornately decorated, built in a way that prevents them from destroying any natural environments. The state itself is a haven for philosophers, monks, and anyone seeking enlightenment. The island is also home to Valoran's greatest diplomats, famous all across the continent. Its peaceful population consists mainly of humans and Yordles. The island is home to many spiritual schools and temples, working in harmony and helping each other in search of philosophical questions about the meaning of life.
Oh, damn, bro.
Ionians dedicate their lives to find the answers to those questions.
Deep into the meaning of
and
life.
Find the source of inner peace. While many reach to different sources, whether it's looking for primal vitality or the excitement that comes from darkness. All Ionians agree that violence is distasteful.
Bro, the volume on his videos sometimes though, like, I swear, right now I'm increasing the volume so I can actually hear what he's saying. Next video, if he's not shouting, I bet he's gonna be shouting. Oh my god, my ears are gonna fucking die next video for sure.
That, however, doesn't mean that they can't defend themselves. Ionians have martial arts that is considered the pure manifestation of their ultimate goal, enlightenment.
Okay.
There is one such school specializing in sword techniques that heralds from this land.
Yasuo
And in
school.
this school, there was once a pupil that was considered brilliant by his peers and his masters.
Didn't he kill his master? And his brother? Then his brother Yona is actually undead or some shit?
Yasuo. He was the only student in a generation to master the legendary wind technique. His skill forced many to believe that he was destined to become a great hero. However, his fate was to change forever when the Noxian invasion of Ionia began.
Yeah. Dude, I can't wait to watch all the cinematics and the new lore and shit.
Yasuo was left during the fray in order to stay behind to guard an important Ionian elder.
Maybe in 2 weeks, probably.
His mind, however, was focused more towards the conflict in hand and did not feel that someone of his skill should be simply left guarding an elder. He abandoned his duty, foolishly believing that his blade alone could make the difference in the conflict with the Noxians.
Okay.
But by the time he'd returned to his duty,
Elder dead.
the elder he'd been charged with guarding had been slain. He had failed in the duty conscribed to him. Disgraced, Yasuo willingly turned himself in, prepared to pay for his failure with his life. Disgrace turned to shock, however, when he found that he himself had not only failed his duty, but also been accused of the murder itself.
Ooh.
Confused and racked with guilt, Yasuo knew that if he were to die here, the assassin would go unpunished for that crime. His new duty lay before.
Wait. So he was willing to basically commit seppuku for the dishonor of not doing his duty. However, when he was probably sentenced to die, but the reason was because they also blamed him for the murder of the elderly, he's like, you know what, guys? Fuck you, I'm gonna go kill the assassin, then you can kill me. Why didn't you do that before? Why did you want to do that before you were accused of the murder?
For him, and Yasuo raised his sword against the school, his family, and fought his way free. He knew that this treason would turn all of Ionia against him, and now
it was definitely an ego thing. There's no way. It was definitely like, no, you guys are wrong, I didn't kill him, I'm willing to, You know, I'm willing to die for the disgrace of not doing my duty. But you motherfuckers, listen up to me. I did not kill that man. And I will prove it by going and getting the assassin that did kill him. And then he leaves.
Time in his life,
Exit.
he felt
Scene.
truly alone and set out to find the Elder's real killer.
Yone.
Over the next several years, Yasuo wandered the land.
Wait, actually, I need to watch that Yone Yasuo cinematic. Wasn't there like an old guy there? I'm assuming that was in Yasuo's consciousness. That's why the demon came out or something. I don't know.
And seeking any clue that might lead him to the true murderer. All the while, he was relentlessly hunted down by his former allies, continually forced to fight or die. But his purpose was clear and his mission drove him ever forward. Until one day he was tracked down by the one foe he dreaded facing the most.
Yone.
His brother, Yone.
Eh.
Bound by a common code of honor, the two warriors bowed in respect to each other and drew their swords, and silently they circled one another under the moonlight. Finally, they both charged forward towards each other. Yone proved to be no match for his younger brother, and with a single flash of steel, Yasuo cut his brother down.
Doesn't Yone beat Yasuo? Overall? Pretty sure, like in a 1v1. I mean, there is an outplay potential and all that, but like I feel like Yone just outtrades Yasuo a lot more.
He dropped his sword and rushed to his dying brother's side. Overcome with guilt and emotion, Yasuo demanded to know why his own brother could find him guilty of his accused crimes. Yone spoke out to him, saying that the Elder had been killed by a wind technique. Who else could it have been?
Oh.
And finally, it all became clear in Yasuo's mind, and he understood then why he'd been accused. He professed his innocence once more and begged his brother's forgiveness as he passed away in his arms. Yasuo buried his brother under the rising sun, but could take no time to mourn. It wouldn't be long before...
So you're telling me Yasuo this whole time didn't even know how the older guy died? His brother that came hunting him for him is like, yo, he died from a wind technique, bro. It's like, now I know who the culprit is. What were you planning to find out by traveling the world? Sudden random hint? At least look at the body, figure out why he died.
Others would be after him, but
he's not the brightest of the bunch, is he? Mr. Yasuo over here. Well, again, Yasuo players, right? Makes sense.
In spite of all this, his brother's words had given him newfound purpose. He now had the clue he needed to find the true killer. And swearing an oath, he gathered his belongings and with one last look at his brother's grave, set out to find the assassin with the wind at his back.
So who was the assassin?
And that's all I've got for you this time around. Let me know.
So who was the assassin? Was this his master? Right, well, whatever. It was good. I'm glad I'm not hearing anything about the Institute of War anymore. I'm really glad about that. Anyways, we're gonna go on to part 63. I'll see you there.